past is more than what we leave behind. We celebrate our triumphs and bury our regrets. Every age has its secrets. In each layer of history, we can rediscover hope. A way to chart our future. Countless stories are carved into the Earth's strata. The lessons of one age augur the next. We must learn from our past. The future is waiting.
Greetings, this is Vane, and welcome to a new series of Civilization VII. My previous series was my initial playthrough, and it wasn't a particularly good game. I mean, we made it to the end, but there seemed to be a lot that was missing. Yeah, I'm not quite willing to discount this game yet. I think there's a lot of things that you need to get used to, and a lot of interface problems are where things have been rearranged. So I figured we'd do a second one, or do a second quick playthrough and note down more thoughts of what's going on. So again, I'll do random. We'll have a random leader. Start the antiquitation with a random age. Right, but we'll do a quick. Yep, do quick. Continents Plus. What one we got? Continents Plus, Continents, Archipelago, Fractal, Shuffle, Terra Incognita. I think we'll stick with Continents Plus. I'm not sure what that is. And we have some tiny. Now we can look at some of the advanced options. Okay. Advanced. Age length. Long. Standard. Abbreviated. Okay, it's interesting. Keep that standard. Disaster intensity light. Yep. Crisis. Enables crisis events. So that's those ones that were a bit... I mean, I've got to keep crises in. I want to get used to them. But there's some interesting options there for game settings and player settings. Yeah, okay. So we're going to stick with that. Let's launch and give it another go. Let's see who we get.
Say the word, and Axum shall perch on the gateway between worlds. May only the worthy pass and know its majesty.
Cool, so we're a Harriet Tubman, one of the more controversial leaders, largely considered a DEI inclusion. To be honest, I don't have any reason to. I mean, I just want to assume that she was a reasonable leader in the gameplay aspect. I've got no problems with her being included on the face of things. Let's see how she plays. Born Araminta Minty Ross to enslaved parents in a Maryland plantation, Harriet Tubman escaped slavery, then helped others to do the same via the Underground Railroad, a network of safe houses that led to the free North. She led the Union Army in a raid on Combahee Ferry, rescuing over 700 people, and later became involved in the suffrage movement and other causes. Few have embodied the fight for freedom and equal rights as well as Harriet Tubman. And we are the Axumite Empire. The African coast of the Red Sea was a domain for Axum, named by the prophet Vane as one of the 4 key powers of the ancient world. For most of the first millennium CE, Axumite merchants brought ivory, gold, spices and other goods from the African interior to India, Persia and the Mediterranean. Yet these trade routes planted the seeds of Axum's fall. When the Arab caliphates took over the Silk Road, Axum was isolated and fell into decline. Okay. Axum unique trade ship. Interesting. We have a tier 2 naval unit. 1 charge to create naval trade routes. And a Harwood. +2 gold. +1 culture for adjacent wonders and other hilarity. Axumite unique improvement. Angels does not remove warehouse bonuses on a tile. Must be placed on flat terrain. So we're golden culture. Nice. Okay, let's begin. Okay. Get people to greatness. Before you embark on your journey to create an empire that stands the test of time, take a look at some of the fundamental components of the latest installment of the series. Okay. When you begin the game, you'll see tutorials that will teach you how to play and expert advisors who will guide your decisions. This Livepedia will be available at any time, where you can refer to any of the game's concepts or learn the history behind them. Ages. History is built in layers. The game of Civilization 7 consists of multiple ages. Every turn brings you a step closer to the next age. Some important events are a leap forward. Each age presents you its own unique gameplay, new challenges and opportunity to change your strategy. Yeah, it does. Your leader remains the same, but at the end of every age you will choose a new civilization with a different set of abilities and units at your disposal. The legacy you create with each civilization will carry into subsequent ages. Okay. Create a history. Legacy paths are the primary means by which you can create continuity from one age to the next. Every age presents 4 such paths: economic, cultural, scientific and militaristic. Whether you focus solely on one path or diversify your efforts, the progress you make will grant you unique and powerful abilities in the next age. In the final age, once you complete a legacy path, you'll have the opportunity to perform one more decisive feat to seal your victory. Changes on the horizon. Every game of Civilization 2 is its own journey, and as you will see from the following tutorials and advisor messages, there are countless ways to build an empire that stands the test of time. To make the most of your journey, try to remain open to these ideas and be willing to adapt when necessary. Good luck. You can always open the Civilopedia for more information, and you can revisit the guide at any time via the pause menu. That sounds like that was put in basically to counter the influx of negative reviews that have been bombarding this game. Some of which are justified, but most of them basically it's different. Like I said, I am reserving my judgment. Clearly it's different and it takes new ways to play, but at the same time I think it's a grower. Let's have a look. Your journey begins from raise an empire from the humble beginnings to greatness and write your own version of history. Greetings, Harriet Tubman. With a new vision have come the Axumite people, ready to put down roots in these fertile lands. Your founder has the ability to establish your first city. Select them now. Okay. First settlement is sure to thrive near sources of water and abundant resources. This location is well suited to your needs. Order your founder to establish a capital city. Click the Found Settlement button located in the unit panel below. Behold Axum, the cultural centre of the Axumite people. This city and all your future settlements provide your civilization with specific yields. Food to feed your people and grow your populace, production to construct special buildings and trained units, science to propel your people into the future, and progress to greater things. Settlement generates an amount of production every turn. This production can be used for many things like constructing important new buildings or training military units. A city should always be producing something. So choose production to begin. Okay. The city's production panel contains the projects it can currently begin. Currently you have the option of producing two different types of units. The scout can navigate difficult terrain to explore the world, revealing it quickly. The warrior is a military unit that can attack hostile enemies or defend your city from an invasion. Okay, let's start with the scout. Action training will begin at once. In Civilization, players all take turns to make their decisions before advancing. Since there's nothing else to address at the time, select next turn. While the lands surrounding your city are visible, the rest of the world remains unrevealed. This is represented by patterned tiles near the edge of your world view. Exploring the lands beyond is key to your civilization's survival and prosperity. When a unit moves towards the extent of its vision, the lands beyond reveal themselves. Your currently trained scout stands ready to explore the world. The light blue outline represents the extent it can move in a single turn. Right click on the destination tile to move your scout towards an unrevealed part of the map. Okay. That's a lake. Let's have a look. Let's head here. A unit's movement speed is the maximum number of tiles it can travel in a turn. Most units have movement speed of 2, but some can move further. Keep in mind that certain map features like rough terrain or water can consume a unit's remaining moves, ending its movement for the turn. New technologies emerge when people put their minds to solving great problems. Whatever tech you pursue next will determine the tools you have at your disposal to build your civilization. What path will you choose first? Select the choose technology. Okay. What technology you research will determine the tools you have at your disposal, like buildings and military units, as well as the ability to construct incredible wonders of the world. Hovering your mouse cursor over on a technology will show you a detailed description of what it unlocks. Once you've decided to begin, click the technology to begin researching. Okay, let's have a look. This is... yeah. We're going to go with sailing. We want to get our unique sailing unit out first. Research takes time to complete. The amount of time is equal to the science required divided by the science your civilization generates per turn. Sailing has a science cost of 51. Since we generate 10 science per turn, we can expect the research to complete in 5 turns. Increasing your science per turn allows you to research new tech faster. Getting ahead of the competition is a wise strategy for success. Since the training of our first unit is completed, you are free to choose what to produce next. You now have the ability to construct a building in your city. Buildings provide additional yields and effects to the city where they reside. You have the chance to start building a granary now, or you can train a second unit. Either choice is good. Let's see, what do we want to do? Yeah. We'll go with I would go with a granary, but we haven't got any. It can be purchased in towns. We can go with a second scout, I guess. Let's go with a second scout. Thanks to the amount of food your city has generated, it has grown to a population. Select grow city to continue. When the city grows, it can expand into adjacent tile, gaining the yields it offers. When your settlements people move into this tile, they'll create an improvement, a rural structure for them to work and live in. Tiles with high yields and tiles containing resources are obvious choices, but specific yield tile may better suit your strategy. Choose where you would like to expand first. Personally, I think we're going to expand into Lake Coastal and a navigable river. I think we're going to expand into the lake. And we've got some gypsum down there. And some ivory. There's a natural wonder there by the looks of it. So I think we're going to expand here. Fishing boat. Let's have a walk up here. Okay. So far, so much the same. Let's go to our city. Don't want to add a specialist. Okay. I think we'll go with you. We like the production for that so far. Let's do a warrior, I think. Protect our city. That's better.
The fair breeze blew, the white foam flew, the furrow followed free. We were the first that ever burst into that silent sea.
Okay. Civilizations were remembered for their accomplishments and the paths they take through history. Some spread their accomplishments across a wide range, while others are devoted to a single cause. Your advisors are at your service to guide you on the path of your choice. Like any great leader, you may change your mind at any time. Now look, choose where to focus the efforts of your Axumite people. Okay, let's go with the economic advisor. Focus building on your trade empire to achieve greatness throughout the known world. Your economic advisor is here to guide you in his path if you wish. Know you can change paths any time. See, Silk Roads. Time is precious, so let me be brief. I'm your economic advisor and I intend to make you rich. There is a bounty in the world's resources. Let's make certain that we are the ones to reap it. Study codes of laws as soon as possible to unlock the merchant unit, which has the ability to establish trade routes. Trade routes grant you gold, resources and progress for the Silk Road's economic legacy path. Remember, legacies improve your performance in later ages, but you can choose to pursue one, multiple or none at all. Okay. You can check your current track goals and objective at a glance in your civilization journal. Checking your overall legacy progress as well as other legacy paths can be viewed in the age progress panel. Yeah. So we've got what we got. Okay, we are. Let's have a look at the economic. What do we want? We want to get. Want to keep doing this. Get a legacy point. Take that. Master Caronier, +1 +5 gold for every trade route. And Silk Road's Golden Age, all your cities remain cities. That's pretty much what we want to do. So we're going to be pumping out. So you choose a technology. Pottery. Or a saw pit. I think we'll go pottery. Choose a civic. Each civic unlocks new social policies as well as unique effects that can benefit your civilization. Once you've decided what to study first, click on the civic to begin. Okay. Periplus of the Eurethian Sea. Give us a Holbrit, we get the Great Stele. Stele. We want that one. +1 resource capacity in settlements on coastal navigable rivers. So we're going to go with you. Choose a government. Need to establish a government before you can enact social policies. Each form of government has its own unique effects. Choose your government now. Culture, production, science, production, food and buildings. I think we'll go with culture. Social policy is what we got. Under your new government, you may enact social policy. Complete civics throughout the age to earn more policies to enact. Okay, choose your first. Let's go with a charismatic leader. You can adapt to your civilizing strategies by swapping social policies. If you want to swap policy, you will need to research a civic. Close. Okay. Exploration has revealed a luxurious encampment, one of the many discoveries that can be found in the world. Closer inspection grants you a hidden benefit or opportunity. Try moving one of your units there to see what it provides. Okay. See what we've got. You want a fishing key? Yes. When constructing a building, you must choose a placement location. Buildings can be placed in an urban district with an empty slot, representing the dark green colour, or you may annex a new urban district tile representing light green by placing it there. Yellow tiles contain existing rural population and improvements. Placing a building these is possible to replace the improvement. Red tiles such as resources or mountains cannot be built upon. So yeah, we're going to stick you there. Among her sundries, a merchant has held an assortment of texts in unusual script. Wary of what they might say, she offers the manuscripts to any who are willing to take them. Okay, gold. Do we want gold? Yes, we do. We're going to go with gold. Okay. Sleep till awaken. Delete. Alerts. Build some fortifications there on your review. Suggest your job done. You have encountered a stranger from the village of Moreau and they appear to be friendly. The village could potentially be a strong ally with the right amount of persuasion, but it could also prove a threat to your civilization. Finding the location of Moreau would be wise. Independent villages can have different attitudes towards others, friendly, neutral or hostile. Once you have found a village, you can use influence to begin diplomatic actions, such as befriend independent, to improve your relationship with it. Okay. Resource. Yeah, let's go with the resource. You don't have people to live on the rural tile. They create a structure to work on the land called an improvement. Some policies, unique abilities, even buildings can further improve improvement yields. This expansion has led you to improve a silk resource. Resources grant bonuses or abilities to the city that holds the resources or to your entire civilization. Silk has this effect, plus 10% culture. This is a city resource, so it can only be assigned to cities. Remember, buildings that cannot be placed atop resources, so growing atop them is always a good idea. Okay.
All are made of clay.
Okay. Choose a technology. What have we got? Right, in library. Great Stele. Including this one. Go with some writing. Okay. Fishing Quay has been built in Axum. The fishing quay is a special type of building called a warehouse, which grows more efficient when its correlating improvements such as farms and mines are present in the settlement. Let's have a look what we've got. You now have the opportunity to trade a settler unit. These units can found new towns, an essential part of your civilization's growth. Okay, let's get a settler out. I want that. You have just met Napoleon Revolutionary. Good diplomatic relations with other leaders can yield powerful benefits for your civilization, but they're also your main rivals in achieving victory. Before starting diplomatic relations with each other and with other leaders and their people, you should greet them. You can give a friendly, neutral, or hostile greeting. The choice is yours. Well, we want trade, so we're going to be friendly. I'm Napoleon and I'm here to decide. I'm Napoleon and I'm here to decide the fate of the world. Greek friendly. Influence. Here you can interact with other leaders and see information about them, such as their civilizing agenda and your relationship with them. Diplomatic actions can start with them. You can start with them and other information. To close, open the screen for a leader, simply select their leader portraits. A variety of sources can affect your relationship with another leader, including diplomatic actions, world events, and such as settling too close to their capital and their unique agenda. A helpful relationship can lead to an alliance, and a hostile relationship is more likely to lead to war. Keep in mind that the other leader can also affect your relationship in the same ways, so it is prudent to keep an eye on it from time to time. Napoleon, leader of the Roman civilization. You can start a number of diplomatic actions. With another leader for spending influence, these actions can have a variety of effects and generally last for a fixed period of time. They include endeavours, which are helpful to both you and increase your relationship, sanctions, which are harmful to the other leader and decrease your relationship, espionage actions, which are generally hidden from another leader. All diplomatic actions except espionage and sanctions will require the other leader to give a response, which may have an influence cost. They include support, which is exclusive to endeavours and can grant more powerful effects at the cost of influence. Accept, which is a default free option, and reject, which cancels the action at the cost of some influence. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? No, we don't want them. What's this? Happiness. Do we need more happiness? I don't think we do. Open borders. Okay, let's open our borders. We want trade. Eventually. That'll do. Okay, narrative choice. Tubman's agents have spent long days in clandestine speeches in a nearby village. When its populace finally rises up, they send their old despot and his cronies running out the gates. As she stands before the assembled villagers, they ask her for some words. Let's see, we can take some happiness, take this moment and breathe. Or we can... begin a quest. Train military units. Or 1 migrant in Axum. We are stronger together and reach 15 population. That's interesting. Let's see if we can do that. And I'm going to leave it here. So this has been Vane doing a Let's Play Civilization 7. So much so far has been pretty much the same. We haven't done anything different yet, but never mind. So yeah, this has been Vane doing a Let's Play Civilization 7. If you like what you're seeing here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon, and until next time, goodbye.